Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today we will understand the key concepts in Playwright. What is meant by browser, context, page, hierarchy. Hmm? So if you understand this, so then our Playwright becomes 70% of the Playwright becomes more easy, right? Guys, before that, this is my channel. If you find my sessions are interesting, helpful, please subscribe my channel, guys. And also, you can see here we're going to discuss manual and automation testing, Playwright side test, API testing with Postman and rest assured. So a lot more videos I'm going to post here. If you find my sessions are helpful, please subscribe my channel. Okay, I will jump into on topic. We will see hierarchy, right? Very important browser page, context page. Okay, browser context page spec.js. Okay, so we will understand what is browser, what is context, what is page here. See, normally I'll explain here only. Okay, so Playwright now browser hmm, context page. So it's nothing but just okay. Here, think like, think like, think like apartment building. Okay, next apartment building. Think like just it's like a building. There is one building in that apartment, apartments, apartment. In that apartment, just imagine rooms. Okay, room. Okay, here what I'm telling is, so playwright works in playwright works in three-level hierarchy. Three-level hierarchy. What is that hierarchy? Browser context page. So browser context page things like building, apartment, and room. Okay. So here, if you understand this concept now, if you understand, if you understand this concept, 70% of percentage of playwright becomes easy. Becomes easy. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now, okay. See browser context space. Think like building apartment room I told, right? See, first we'll explain about the browser. What is meant by browser? I'm trying to make a little bit zoom. It is not happening. Okay. So think like, so now we'll explain about the browser. So browsers, no, browser, I'll explain each thing. Browser is the main application, right? Which is installed in our application. So browser is the main application is actually the Chrome, Firefox, or WebKit. So which are using to run test cases, right? Which are using to run test cases. We can have but multiple browsers installed in our machine. Okay, we can have multiple browsers install in our machine. We can also run our test in headless mode or headed mode. Okay, this is nothing but browser. Okay, browser. How are you going to launch browser? Normally, how are you going to launch browser? Constant browser. Okay. So by default, it will install in our browser, right? We no need to launch every time Chromium. Okay. Wait. Chromium don't launch headless browser. Okay. This is about browser. We will launch the browser like this. Constant browser, await Chromium launch browser. So headless false, if you are maintaining headless false, then it will run in the headed mode. Okay. So actually browser is hmm, explaining browser, explaining browser. No, here. So starts or works on starts a real browser. Hmm, The real browser engine. uh, So usually launches once. That means can be launched in headless or headed mode. And also it's a browser is a heavy object. Browser is a heavy object. Hmm, And it is recommended to launch it for one test suite. Test one. So this is about the browser, right? Launched once for the test suite. Right? Browser is a heavy object. It launches for one test, but we should not launch for every test. It slows execution. Okay, this is about browser. So you will launch the browser like this. Okay, so now browser is done. So you have built the building. Now context is very important. Context is very important. Hmm? Now context means so I can say context is the heart of the playwright. Heart of the playwright. Okay, heart of the playwright where how context code it is a new incognito mode browser. It is a new incognito mode browser. Okay, how context is defined, constant context equal to await browser dot new constant new context. See browser you are launching await chromium dot launch. So you are getting the context from the browser. Browser it is nothing but incognito browser window. Incognito browser window. Okay. So now I'll explain clearly. Hmm? Each context has each context has separate cookies, hmm, separate local storage, that is true, separate session or separate login, right? Separate a login and what we'll do, right? Like incognito window in Chrome, right? You understood, right? See context. See the context, no? See browser, no? See we have done browser, no? Context we have seen. So browser is nothing but a Chrome or Firefox or WebKit, anything browser it launches. From the browser, you are taking one separate session or separate login, which has separate cookies and all. It's a nothing but it's a plain incognito window. Hmm? You are taking separate local storage you are creating. That is nothing but context. Hmm? Hmm? Context is like each apartment, hmm? Right? No one shares the data. Hmm? Separate. Suppose now for our testers what they can think, right? Suppose now we have admin constant. Now I am taking admin context. How it is going to be? Await browser.new context. User context. See now the is admin context is the user context. Both have separate cookies, separate local storage, separate session. Okay, separate session. Huh? Okay. It has also means it comes with two incognito window browsers. You can think. Okay, right? So that's why that's why it uses separate in incognito window or separate context, right? Context it will use, right? That's why playwright tests are stable and parallel friendly, right? Okay, here you can write because each test is running in a separate context. There is no interference between the tests. That's why all the tests in the parallel execution passes. Okay, now page. What is page? Hmm? Page is nothing but a simple browser tab. Hmm? Page is a tab in the browser or browser tab. Okay, browser tab or tab in the browser. It's a simple. We have we can have multiple pages in context. We can have multiple pages in a context. It's nothing but a new tab or browser tab. Each context has multiple pages. So that is what you can. Now here how you are going to define page constant page equal to await context of new page. Hmm. Here each page how you are interacting like click fill go to methods using page, right? Using page object, right? You understood, right? Now once page is defined, how we can say await page dot go to launch the URL. Say some code, some dummy code. Click test login, fill. So you are going to test page is like a room inside an apartment, right? You understood right now. See, browser is nothing but app. You are using browsers. Context is nothing but user session or separate incognito mode. Page is nothing but a tab, right? See, this is impossible in Selenium easily, but very simple in Playwright. That is one advantage. Hmm. So remember, browser context page. So master context and your Playwright skills jump to the next level, right? So this is very important, guys. So if you understand this session, it will be more helpful for you. Browser context page in Playwright. If you find this session is helpful, please subscribe my channel.